Hey guys, so I have another after work review for you, and it's on this. It's a Bourjois powder celebrating 150 years, and it is called Universal Illuminating Powder. It's £10, £9.99 from Boots, that's where I got it from, and it's calling itself Java Rice. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Java Rice Loose Powder. But like I said, on here it calls it a Universal Illuminating Powder, and when you read the description of it, it says that it's a setting powder. Actually, I'll read it to you what it says. I've just got the Boots website here. The delicately scented featherlight powder boosts skin radiance, smooths the complexion and sets makeup. One transparent shade suits all. So like it says, there is one shade. It's in a beautiful retro little package here with a screw top lid. It's plastic. That's what the powder looks like inside. Whoops, I just tipped some of it all over my vanity table, but it's a kind of a pinkish white colour, very, very fine powder, and it is in one of those plastic things where you twist the middle to open it and to get some of the powder out. It's got a sifter in it, so they're really good because then you can close it off to make sure you don't get too much product. I have got too much product because I shook it this morning too much to get too much out, or too much came out. However, that's what it looks like, and it is a one shade suits all. That's it on my finger there, and if you rub it in, that's me just putting it on my powder. I don't know whether on my powder on my hand. I don't know whether you'll see that there. It is so beautiful and it absolutely smells gorgeous. What I'm most excited about, I think, is the smell, because if you have watched a recent video of mine, I can't remember which one, but I was talking about face powder, and it's one that I've talked about a few times in other videos, which was a Bourjois face powder, and it was in a kind of tan round pot, and it was just a setting powder, a pressed powder, and it smelt gorgeous, and I loved, that was part of the thing I loved about it. I bought it for years and years, and then they stopped doing it. This smells exactly like that. It's such a lovely scent. It is, I think it's got rose in it, because it does say on here, it doesn't say it in English, but it says à l'extrait de rose adoucante, which from my knowledge of kind of Spanish and stuff, it sounds like it's saying a gentle rose scent. And that's what it does kind of smell like, which is great. So I've used it for about 3 days, not very long, but I'm absolutely loving it. The only thing I'll say is I don't think it's a setting powder. I think that it actually leans more towards being a highlighter than it does a setting powder, just because it's got little sparkles in it. It doesn't mention that anywhere, but it does definitely have little sparkles in it. The only place I've seen that mentioned is on a review. A few people have said the same thing, that they wouldn't use it as a setting powder. However, I've used it for 3 days now, and I have used it all over my face. And it's not like a highlighter that you're going to immediately notice you've got glitter on your face or anything like that. It just gives it a kind of radiance. The things that I would liken it to are Too Faced Candlelight. If you know Too Faced Candlelight, it's a pressed kind of powder illuminator that it says you can put all over your face, but it's got that slight kind of shimmer to it. And it's also like, have I got it here? Yeah, the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. So if you know what that's like, that is just like this powder, but this one is pure white, and this one is really meant for you using under your eyes. And I just got a mist of dust there, a mist of powder. And I think you could use the Bourjois one for setting your under eye concealer, or you could use it all over as a kind of final luxury finish, or you could just use it as a highlighter on your cheeks if you are looking for a real gentle highlighter. So I'm just going to use some here and just putting it onto a brush, which is my Louise Young LY06S, which means it's got a short handle. So I'm just going to take some of the powder and put it on. I don't know whether you'll be able to see any difference, but that will be a teller. So I'm just going to put it down the right hand side of my face and see if you can see. Oh, it just smells amazing. It's just like a perfume. I'm honestly considering going and buying another one of these, because I think they might actually be limited edition, and I will be very sad if they are. I guess if it's a celebration one, it does sort of suggest that it's limited edition, doesn't it? So, can you see any difference? That's the right half of my face done with it, but yeah, I think it'll be difficult to see on camera. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit, but I'll need to kind of refocus and stuff. I don't have an autofocus on this. So apologies for being so close to you, but maybe you can see a little bit more with me being close up what it looks like, and I'll put a little bit more on and do it again for you just so you can can get an idea of what the powder's like. It's much nicer, I think, when you're thinking of buying a product to see it close up and proper, isn't it? So I can't actually see that myself. You can just see a slight kind of sheen, I think, and I just think it is so beautiful. Like I said, I must admit that I think that the smell is probably the thing that's really kind of captured me. So I don't think there's really anything else to tell you about that other than just seeing the product and seeing it on the skin, because it doesn't have any particular claims. It's not a product that claims to keep you matte or shine free. All it says is that it sets your makeup and that it gives a radiance to the skin, which I do think it does. I think it's a gorgeous product. It's £9.99, which is really, really good. Like I said, the closest thing to it is the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, and I think you should run out and buy this before they run out if you can afford it. It's a bit more, it feels like a luxury product at more of a drugstore price, so I would totally recommend it. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know how you get on if you buy this and tell me what you think about it, and I'll speak to you again soon.